Studio 86 Optimus Prime. Is this the real deal? Is he the genuine article? Is he a legitimate Transformer made by Hasbro? Unfortunately, no, he is not. He is a knockoff of that Studio 86. They call him the Iron General. It is AS-08 from AS Toys. Looking at him, I think he looks pretty damn close, though. I think he looks pretty good to the original. The color scheme on this guy is a little darker, I hear, compared to the original. It's a darker red up top here, cab area, and you have the darker blue legs, the white thighs, white legs. That's probably the same, I don't know. The yellowing's probably the same on his belt there, or his midsection. Turn this around, there he is right here. His accessories, as you can see, he has his laser rifle in his left arm. What else goodies does it come with? He comes with his battle axe, matrix of leadership, and the blast effect that doesn't seem to quite fit. It will not go in properly. Alright, so you either have to sand that down or something to make that work. Alright, here's a matrix, blast effect, and battle axe. Put them on the turntable here in all his G1 glory. I mean, I don't mind the KO version. I mean, I think it's a great version. I think the plastic is pretty sturdy. It feels pretty good in the hand. Doesn't feel real cheap. The color, like I said, is a little darker than the original, but that's okay. I mean, that's not a deal breaker, you know. I don't mind that. And then the price. Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, the price is half the price. Maybe it's at least half the price. I mean, because depending on which site you get it at. So if you're going to pay $100 for the Studio 86 version, and then we look at and that's a trailer, and with this right there, this guy does not come with the trailer, but it would be the trailer and the robot. I think they're selling for about half the price, $50 to $60 probably. You can get that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the lowest is probably $50 maybe. You know, nowadays because of the tariffs and taxes and everything, and these products coming from China, I think that's where it sits. It might be lower depending on where you go, but the robot itself can be had for $20, $25. I mean, I see sometimes you can go online and get AliExpress. You can get it for less than $20. So he's definitely a pickup. And I picked up all 4 colors of the Iron General. There is call him a Ultra Magnus White. There's the Nemesis, all black. And there's the Shattered Glass version. And then there's this version right here. Classic red, white, and blue. And there's also a AS-08S. And I had that version too. And the only thing that is really different with that version is the matrix. The handles of the matrix are like white. This is a silver, you can see. So that's really like the only difference with that. And I'm kind of surprised because I thought it would actually try to make it closer color scheme, closer deco to the original. I was thinking they would try to lighten the colors up on them. But it's just the Matrix. I don't know why. Maybe they will come out eventually with a lighter color version of this Optimus Prime. So let's take a look at the box real quick. You've probably seen it 100 times already. It says Iron General on it. The back has Chinese writing. I mean, the bottom has Chinese writing. It says scan to watch the video right here. Side view, transform, Iron General, robot mode, and vehicle mode. And then you have truck mode, robot mode in the back, and it tells you information about it. And there's the other side of it right there. And there's the top, Iron General. And in the back we have our Delta Magnus, my friends. He's a Delta Magnus. He is the clone version of Ultra Magnus. And I'll be doing a review on this guy down the road right here. Okay, so any issues with the Iron General? There are some issues like tabbing issues where things don't go in or not flushed as properly as they should be, and then you have to definitely, I don't want to say force it in, gingerly push it in. The backpack sometimes doesn't want to click in properly. That's pretty much, you won't hear a click. Some you will, some you won't. I mean, I have the other colors, the other versions, and sometimes you'll hear a click and sometimes you won't. It's just a all around, you know, you just gotta, it's not as smooth as transformation, I think, you know, as you would like it to be. But all in all, he's very posable. You know, you put legs like this, has bending joints right here for his legs. On his arms here, same thing. You can bend the joints there. They bend. This bends. Posable. Doing different poses here. I think something like so, like that. Whoa! You got to make sure. You got to make sure he's stable. He wants to stand right. Put him like, I just have him like a classic standing pose, or I will do one of these. Put this up like so. Put his battle axe on. I'll do that. You would have to bring this up right here. This will just pop open like so. Push the fish down. Put that in, and you put it on the battle axe like so. At least that goes in. I mean, like I was saying about the blast effect, that's kind of like a. I'll show you that in a second. That does not want to. It does not want to go in there. There he is, right here. Straighten him up. Now he has his battle axe, and he has his laser rifle. He's holding those two. All right, let's do a put the matrix in of leadership. Pop the chest plate open here. It will go in like so. That pops open. And this will line up with the little hole in there. Put that right in there, and bam, there he is. There's his matrix. Okay, and for the blast effect, let's try to put the blast effect on. And what do we get? No, nothing. It will not stay on. It will not connect to the rifle. Oh, there you go. It actually did. A little. Okay, so correct me on that. So if you force it in, it will. You have your blast effect. Okay, so it does work. I guess you got to force it in a little. Whoops. All right, that's not going to work. You have to force it in a little there to get that to work. Alright, so there he is, Optimus Prime, Studio 86, KO, and he's not going all the way around. I do this, he will. Alright, so let's get this guy transformed. I will be back in a second here. We will transform him into his vehicle mode, okay, so be right back. And we're back. Okay, so with any KO, there could be a number of issues, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. With this one right here, he's no exception. It is tabbing problems, connective problems. So he's coming around, and you can see one area right there near his wheel that will not connect in, or it has a hard time connecting in. You have to finagle with it. I mean, but eventually it will go in. Okay, so it's right here, and you just gotta put gingerly try to push it in, and it'll go in. But with any transformer with these KOs, other than that, there's sometimes tabbing issues right here. I mean, this is pretty straight as it is right here. The cab in the back, that's kind of flushed. This is flushed in. Again, when I was transforming him, you have to, you know, make things go in, push them in, you know, make sure everything goes in right, and it's done. So this is basically as good as it's going to get with this guy. But other than that, again, there he is in vehicle mode. I like it. I think it looks pretty good, you know, for a KO. You know, color scheme is there, everything is there. I put the Autobot sticker on him. Optimus Prime for him. Here, I noticed something right here. That's just the way it is. Yeah, so he does. Yeah, so he will. Everything will go together. You just got to make sure everything tabs in right. So it's It's a transformation that I guess the original will probably be a lot smoother, you know, and then then a KO, right? So we have that, and I'm going to show you one more thing though. Let me show you something else here. I noticed on some of the videos, or some people are complaining about this right here. This cab is kind of crooked. You know, when you tab these in, you'll have like this. You know, is that? And what I'm hearing about these KOs right here, where that doesn't actually flush in all the way, or doesn't actually connect all the way. So you may have that issue with this guy. But I noticed if you just do one at a time, if you just take the first one, push it in, and then just do the second one. Yeah, push that in. Now it's not going in. Maybe that way is not the right way, but what I was doing was I would just push the first one in. You could see it's straight. It's flush, and then I would go for the second one and just kind of lift that up a little bit, and then that would snap in as well, like that. And so that's how I get it to kind of straighten up, where the cab and the back is kind of more straight form instead of this cab being propped up, you know. I would do that. Sometimes there's issues with these arms right here not going in all the way, you know. You got to push those in. Sometimes the side panels won't go in all the way either. You got to push those in. And so that one sometimes. But these side panels going pretty good. I mean, so all in all, it's pretty decent. I mean, it's a decent KO. I like the weight of it. I like the feel of it, and I think he's a go. I think he's great to add to your collection. You know, if you're looking to pick up a Studio 86 Optimus Prime for this guy for $20, you know, $25, you know, it's a no-brainer, right? He doesn't come with a cab, so you're going to have to buy the cab down the road if you want the cab. But if you just want the semi-truck, if you just want the Optimus Prime in vehicle mode, it's just great for a display. If you just want him in robot mode, same thing. And there he is. So he is the Studio 86 Optimus Prime. He's not. Okay, he's not the Studio 86. Well, he's a copy of it. I want to do one more test here, the roll test. He's a copy. So let's go ahead and roll. And there he is. There's your roll test. So he doesn't really roll very well. He's more of a display piece. This right here, even if I guess you push the front up there, it's still the. There you go. He's rolling a little better, so maybe that is an issue that you have to look out for if you want him to roll. You got to push that in a little further. But then again, there again, you can see that the front is just dragging, and so the wheels are not really all the way to the ground. The front, this area right here is getting in the way. There's really no way around that. I mean, that's supposed to go up and in, and that's it. So that's it for that. All right, so he semi rolls. His back wheels roll, but other than that, there you go. Okay, he is the AS-08 Iron General, a copy of the KO. He's a KO. He's a copy of the Studio 86 Optimus Prime. Alright guys, so I appreciate you guys for watching a video. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe. And everybody have a great day and take care. Bye.